Are you tired of pouring your heart and your soul into your videos only to see your watch hours reduce? The thing is, your watch hours might be reducing due to some mistakes that you make, which are easy to fix. But if you don't fix them, you will see that on your channel, you will keep losing views, you will keep losing watch hours. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 mistakes that you keep making on your channel that allows your watch hours to keep reducing. I'm also going to show you how to fix them. Now, the 5th mistake is something that a lot of people are not aware of right now, and we are still trying to look for a way around that. Now, here is the thing. You might be surprised how simple the solution is. In fact, it's so simple that you might be tempted to actually ignore it, but you cannot afford to ignore it. Trust me. Keep watching to find out what this is and how to fix it. As a special bonus, I'm going to be sharing with you a free resource that you can use to boost your watch hours instantly. So you don't want to miss any part of this video, as I'm going to be sharing it during the course of this video. Okay, within 30 days, 60 days, you are going to get your watch hours. Everything is going to be complete. So don't miss out on any part of this video. And if you've not liked this video at this point, please do well to give it a thumbs up so this video can reach a lot more people like you who are struggling to get their 4,000 watch hours. If you're not part of this family, why? Subscribe now to become a part of this beautiful and amazing family of growth. It's my duty to ensure that you grow on YouTube. So I'll always bring up topics that would help you to grow on YouTube, and I'm a passionate teacher, trust me. So that's the reason I always go in depth to ensure that you understand whatever it is that I'm teaching on this channel. But the first reason your watch hours are reducing on YouTube is the way YouTube actually calculates its watch hours. Now, the counting is usually within the space of 365 days. If you go to your YouTube studio, you're going to see it there. Once a channel starts to age over 365 days, automatically watch hours start to reduce. Now, there's a lot of people who are already monetized. You might not notice that your watch hours are reducing, but if you're not yet monetized, of course you would always want to track your progress when it comes to your watch hours, right? So you would always see it there. If your watch hours are reducing, you will see it. If they're increasing, you are going to see it. Now, within the space of 365 days, your watch hours are valid. But immediately one of your videos starts to age over 365 days, automatically the views that you have gotten on those videos will be deducted from the existing views. The existing, of course, you know, your views would are equivalent to your watch hours. Do you understand? So definitely or automatically, the watch hours that you are getting from those videos will be deducted from the existing watch hours that are supposed to get you to your 4,000 watch hours threshold for monetization. Do you understand? So you want to ensure that whatever it is that you are creating within the space of 365 days, that's a year, you must have accumulated your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours so that your channel can quickly get monetized. Once your channel ages over 365 days, you see those videos that are already aged over 365 days, the watch hours you've gotten there will be deducted from your existing watch hours. Now, I've seen some people ask me, oh, does it mean that once my channel is over a year, every watch hour I have gotten there will be automatically deducted or lost? No, it is only the videos. As each video is already aging, let's assume you created the first video on your channel January 2024. Now this is already maybe January 1st 2024. Now this is January, maybe what's this date? Is it January 17 or so 2025? Now from January 2nd 2025, that particular video that you first created on the 1st of January 2024, because it has already aged 365 days, from the 2nd of January, the watch hours you've accumulated there will be deducted. Do you understand? So now what you want to ensure you are doing is this. You should be strategic. Know how you are planning your videos. Know how you are hopping on trends, because trust me, trends is one thing that will help you to quickly get your 4,000 watch hours. That was part of the things that helped me to get my 4,000 watch hours, because I jumped on some trends and that boosted my watch hours. Like, it helped my videos to go viral. So you want to ensure that you are looking out for trends in your own niche, so that once you hop on them, your videos will start to get more views, and then you're going to get more watch hours. So you want to be getting enough watch hours. So you want to be posting consistently, so your watch hours can be increasing, such that even when your videos are aging over 365 days, it will not really show, it will not really be obvious, so that you can quickly get to your 4,000 watch hours. I just hope you understand. Now, that's the first reason. The second reason, this one is a mistake. The second thing that can actually make your watch hours to be decreasing is when you privatize your videos. When you privatize, I did not know this before. When you privatize your videos, automatically the watch hours that you have accumulated on those videos will be deducted from the existing watch hours. Why? Because that video is not public. The only videos you have that are public are the ones that you set to either public or unlisted. So as long as they are public, YouTube is going to be able to work on those videos, and then those watch hours accumulated within those videos will be counted. But as long as you have made it private, you are telling YouTube that, okay, this is just for me, it's not your own business. Do you understand? So automatically the watch hours there will not concern YouTube. YouTube will not be concerned with the watch hours there. It will not calculate those watch hours. So you want to be careful with the way you privatize your videos. One thing you can do instead is to just unlist your video. If you feel like you don't want anybody to see that video, just unlist it. Once a video is unlisted, the only time a person can see that video is when you decide to share the link of that video to somebody. So as long as it is unlisted and you're not sharing the link, the watch hour you already accumulated there will still be counted. Because I know there are some people who feel like, oh, this particular video, maybe due to the quality, I don't want it again on my channel. Maybe it's not representing my brand well. I don't want it again on my channel. You can just unlist it, so that the watch hours you've accumulated there will still stand, will still count. That's the second reason. Now, the third reason your watch hours might be reducing is when you delete your videos. Remember, I said the fifth one is something that many people on YouTube do not know. In fact, I sat down last night and I was pondering on it, that, oh, what could be the reason? Like, could this actually be one of the reasons our watch hours might be reducing? Because I have tested, I've tried it. There was a time I posted a video. I said I was going to actually check this video. I posted that video. After publicizing it, it had already gotten some views. Then I went ahead to privatize the video. Do you know that some of those views started to drop, and I did not do anything illegal there, but they started to drop. So I'm thinking it's due to that fifth reason that I'm going to mention. Just stay with me, okay, so you can get that reason. So like I was saying, your watch hour might also be reducing because you have deleted a video. Immediately you delete a video, naturally, like, that's the normal thing. Once a video is deleted, everything you have accumulated from that video has been taken down from YouTube. So YouTube is not going to put that video into cognizance. They're not going to count that video. So you want to be careful with the way you delete videos. Don't just delete videos anyhow. Don't just delete videos anyhow. Like I said previously, you can unlist your videos instead of deleting your videos, except if you know that, oh, this video has a copyright claim, and this copyright claim is something that I cannot actually remove the feature that has the copyright. Then you can go ahead to delete it so that it doesn't hurt your channel. Do you understand me? So that's the third reason. Now, the fourth reason your watch hours might be reducing is due to illegal traffic. Number one, illegal traffic can be when you buy views on your channel. People just come, there's a surge of views from another platform outside of YouTube. It can affect your watch hours because YouTube is definitely going to review those views. And if YouTube feels as though, no, this doesn't seem legit, it is going to remove those views. And as the views are being deducted, automatically your watch hours will be reducing. Do you understand? So you don't want to buy anything. You don't want to promote your videos using other platforms. Do you understand? Now, another thing is when it comes to illegal views is when you switch accounts on the same device to watch your video. Okay, don't let me call it illegal, but when you switch your accounts on the same device to watch your videos, you might see the view immediately, but eventually YouTube is going to remove the view because it is the same IP address that you are using to watch that video. So if at all you want to watch your videos on different accounts, I would advise that you use different devices to watch your videos. So use your iPad to watch your video on this particular account, use your laptop to watch your video on another account, use your phone to watch your video on another account. You understand my point now? So that you will avoid your watch hours reducing on YouTube. Now, the fifth one that I was talking about is, if at this point you have not liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, okay? All right, and let me know in the comment section if you have made any of these mistakes on your channel. So the fifth point is, if you go to your YouTube studio, I don't know if any of you has noticed this. There is a part that says unique viewers. Now, unique viewers are people who watch your videos. Maybe a particular person watches your video now and they love your video, they come back to watch that video another time, they come back to watch that video another time. Some of those videos, some of those people, don't forget that they are actually watching with the same phone, and that same phone also has the same IP address. Because I was just pondering on this, that, oh, this could actually be a reason some of our views might be reducing. Fine, those views might not be reducing like that too, but I was only thinking, like, that's just what I was just thinking about yesterday night. I am not sure of this particular fifth one. If you know that you are sure of this, let us know in the comment section. When it comes to unique viewers, do they actually contribute to views that will not be counted on your videos? If you are aware of this, please let me know in the comment section, as we're all here to grow and learn together. Don't forget to get registered for my YouTube one-on-one class, so we can go through your channel together, your studio analytics together. And of course, if you can read your studio analytics very well, it's going to help you with your views on your channel. So do well to pay for value.